So to change out the oxygen sensors, just going to need some basic tools here. I have a tool specified for it, and then I also have the socket if I need it, but got 4 oxygen sensors in total that we're going to be changing out. Here's the upstream and the downstream sensors next to each other, so 2 on each side. So going to be changing these guys out. First thing I'm going to do is just disconnect the battery. Next, I put the Mustang up on ramps, that way I can crawl under here. So should have just enough clearance for me to just crawl under and get to the 2 underneath. So coming in from the passenger side, you can see both of the oxygen sensors right there. So using this tool, it will just slide it over the oxygen sensor, and then we'll just ratchet this guy off. So now that it's broken free, I'm gonna disconnect the plug up here. So not a lot of hand room to get to it. Luckily my hands are pretty small, so I'm able to get right in here barely and disconnect this guy. I was able to get it started, but gonna use this long flathead screwdriver to take the rest of it off. And there we go, got that pulled out. Now I can just spin it off with my hand. And there's the first one out. So you can see it's a little burnt up. I'm starting to get some check engine codes. Here's the new one we're gonna be putting in. So just gotta take this cap off, and then we'll be able to just slot it right in there. Again, just gonna hand tighten it in there, loop this guy around as I do it, and then we'll torque it down with the ratchet. Now gotta plug it back in, so just enough room to get that guy in. Now that it's plugged in, just gonna torque this guy down real good. Now I gotta get this guy up here, so just enough space here to get the ratchet in here and break it free. So pretty tedious to get that free, but now we can take this off. Going to be coming up from the top of the car to unplug it. You can see right down in here, I'm gonna use this flathead screwdriver, and I can get right to the clip here. Once I get that off, I'm able to push out the actual plug. And since I'm up here, gonna do the other one over here as well. You can see it right there. So there's the plug, and so I can reach my hands back in here and take it off. And there we go, got that guy out. Now back underneath the car, I'm able to turn this guy loose. Here's the old oxygen sensor next to the new one. So again, starting to get a check engine code for it. So a good thing to change all 4 out at the same time. Now I just gotta turn this one free. And there we go. Got that guy out. So now we can replace it with the new one. And again, just gonna hand tighten this guy before I plug it in. And next, just gotta torque it down. Now that it's torqued down, able to grab the plug from up top and bring it down to plug it in. And as you can see, plugged in on that side, so time to do the other side. Now I'm gonna come in from the driver's side to get the other 2. And there we go. And you can see it's gonna be same process, located in the same place, but I have that top one unplugged already. So again, gonna break these free. Alright, so just gonna leave this one out while I do the top one, just because it kind of got in the way on the other side, so just a tip there. With the O2 sensor out, I can reach my arm up here a little bit easier to get to this guy. This one's a little bit easier to get to on the driver's side, so can come from the top too. And coming from the top, was able to spin it off and take it out, so a little bit easier than being on your back. Now just gonna install it from up here. So again, just gonna come on through the top. Now all I gotta do is just torque it down. Last step for this one is just to plug it back in. Now coming in from underneath the car, gonna put in this last O2 sensor, and we should be all good to go. So just torquing it down. Final step, just plug it in, and all 4 are installed. Hope this video is helpful if you're changing out your O2 sensors on your Mustang. Definitely not too hard of a job to do, so thanks for watching, guys.